Congrats, Chase. Everyone is saying, "Oh, that was such a great fight. It was so much fun to watch." But did you actually enjoy being in that fight?
Man, I enjoy every minute of being here. It's a blessed opportunity, especially coming where I'm coming from. Not very many people get this opportunity to perform on such a big stage. You know, I'm from a small town in Mississippi. My boy's about to fight right now, Jason Knight. Y'all know how he does, but yeah, I enjoy it, man. I love just digging deep and getting into that griminess to show the people that where your true colors are, how much heart you got. Of course, I would rather it have been more of a technical battle, but if it has to go that way, then it has to go that way.
What is going through your mind when you see that he's clearly hurt and almost on one leg and he's still coming at you and landing shots?
Man, yeah, that was really surprising about that, man. That guy had some heart too, Like I said, we both took the fight on short notice, and I was really thinking that he was going to lay down because he had obviously never been past the first round either, and he had never really faced any quality competition. But he kept pushing forward, and he kept coming forward, and I knew I was going to take a lot more to really put this guy away.
And just curious, why didn't you continue to go to the leg?
Well, these things weigh about like 80 pounds, so when you get to slinging them around a lot, you get kind of exhausted. So I was kind of like really waiting to pick my shots, really getting to where he's fading back and leaving that leg out, and then blasting it, you know what I mean? If you watch the fight, that's when I was pushing forward with the punches. I'm not really necessarily trying to land the punches, but to get him leaning back so I can attack that leg. But yeah, mostly because I didn't want to get too tired, just blast the leg, blast the leg. And I did want to get countered with that right hand when I go to throw a lazy leg kick, and then boom, he throws the right hand right after that. So
it sounds like the leg kicks were in fact like a part of your game plan coming up for this match.
yeah, a lot of people said I needed to get back to that. When I started my career out early, I had 3 finishes in the first round with leg kicks. And I started developing that technique and really getting good at it because people really don't take that into consideration, especially at heavyweight. They just think they're going to take these kicks. But I kind of got away from it because in camp, I really didn't have too many bigger guys to spar with, so I kind of had to stop throwing the kicks because it was injuring my training partner, so I kind of got away from it in the technique. But this one, I said, I got to get back to what got me here. And so it was the leg kicks, He's a boxer. He leaves the weight on the front leg. Let's take it.
You called out for the bonus. You feel
Yeah, I want both of them. I want both bonuses. I want fight of the night and I want finish of the night. I want both. I want my life to be changed. Now, if I could get either one, that'd be great, but I think Rashad deserves a little something too, you know what I mean? Like I said, we both came in here on short notice, and from what I saw, I didn't see anybody else pushing the pace like that, especially at heavyweight on 3 weeks' notice, 2 weeks' notice, you know what I mean? So we came out there and we put on a show for the fans, and I think we deserve something, you know what I mean? We got families to feed back home.
What would you do with the bonus? Sounds like you have some plans that you could get with.
Well, I was just telling my coach I want to pay off my student loans, get rid of that debt. But then again, once I see a $50,000 check in my hand, I might be like, we can take half of it. But I don't know. I got like I said, I got a little boy back home. He's just about to turn 7 months, so I want to kind of put something away for him, and stuff like that. But obviously, I need to get out of debt too. Struggling college student.
Do you think the referee was maybe influenced by the crowd? It seemed like it could have been stopped a couple of times before that, but the crowd were cheering him on with everything that they had. He's kind of thinking, will I stop it? Will I stop it?
Well, I told the ref before the fight, I said, look, I said, you do not stop this fight unless you're peeling him off my lifeless body. I said, because, I've had 2 fights stopped throughout my career when I just got knocked down and I was still conscious. In my last fight with Walt Harris, I got knocked down, but I was still conscious. I said, if I get knocked down, I said, don't stop this fight unless you see me unconscious. So I guess he took that into consideration for him, too, because I was like, man, stop this damn fight. I was tired of hitting him. I was like, come on, man. We looked at him like, what are you doing? But you know what it is? He's tough, and Rashad worked to get back to his feet, and we kept putting on a show.
Did you feel like you were fighting for your UFC career?
Yes, obviously. I know the pressure was on me, and you know what? I felt like I was fighting for my UFC career the last fight, because you obviously know if you go 0-2 in this sport, they're going to cut you like that. But I'm blessed enough to be in a division that's not very stacked. And it's not stacked with athletic young guys, you know what I mean? And every time I've come out here to fight, win, lose, or draw, I come to fight. I'm not coming to cuddle with you on the ground and kiss you on the neck and tell you everything's going to be okay. I'm not coming to point fight you and dance around. I'm coming to knock your teeth out. And that's what the fans want, you know what I mean? So hopefully tonight they see that and finish out this contract with a few wins and just get on a win streak. And like I said, it's not a very deep division. 3 or 4 wins and you're in the mix of things, you know what I mean?
Is there any fighter in your radar?
You know what? I'm trying to get. I want to finish out this contract with obviously the newer guys that are coming in too, and really get developed and finish out this contract with some wins, and then start making my way up. You know, I'm humble, so I'm not going to obviously call out a top 15 guy. You know, I've only been in this sport for 5 years, so I'm just now learning. I've gotten by with my athletic ability, and now I'm here with Wink and those and Greg Jackson. And I'm starting to develop more and more and more, put more tools in my bag. Like I said, I'm humble enough to know to say I got off to a slow start, but I'm confident enough to know that in 3 years, by the time I'm 30, I feel like I'll be at the top of this division.
How many fights left on the deal?
I have one more, my contract.
Okay.
So I'd like to finish that out with a win, get a new contract, and then just keep on going.
By the way, why did they call you the Vanilla Gorilla?
Vanilla Gorilla, it was before my first pro fight. I was sitting around with my friends, and I was like, man, I need a fight name, you know what I mean? And that was the first thing he said. He's kind of a goofy guy. That was the first thing he said. And I said, man, that works. It's not too serious, you know what I mean? But it's still pretty badass, you know. And I'm a heavyweight. It kind of looked like a Vanilla Gorilla. So I was like, let's roll with that. You know, it makes people laugh. I know everybody likes it. So, you know, it's not like, you know, something super intimidating or serious, because that's not my personality, you know what I mean?
The third round, I think what was so exciting was the back and forth that kind of went his way and then was going your way. How much of the exhaustion and how much of actually being rocked by one another's punches do you think was playing into that and eventually led to the finish? Do you feel that he was exhausted, or do you feel that you...
I knew he was exhausted. I would lie to you if I told you I wasn't a little tired stuff. But most of his punches were landing on the outside of my face, so they weren't really hurting me too bad. You know what I mean? They weren't like, wow, jarring my head back. They were just hitting side to side. And I have a ginormous neck and head, so I could take a little bit of punishment. So I was like, you know, I'm going to let this guy keep hitting me. I'm going to wear him down, and I'm going to capitalize on the opportunity. But that's how that went. And I could kind of just tell in his eyes, you know, eventually he was going to get tired of coming forward. He was going to get tired of coming forward, and that leg was getting ate up, you know. And once his back went up against that cage, I was like, all right. Because, you know, I was trying to just swing with everything I can. I said, man, I got to calm down, slow down, wait for the opening. And I just put pawing out there with this. And he dropped that left hand and pop. Caught him with the elbow. And I was like, man, if that dude don't go out after that, then something ain't right. So, and then I decided to walk away after that one, because when I dropped him in the first round, I hopped on him, and he kind of recovered. So I was like, I'm going to hit him with this one, and let's see if he wants to get back up. So I stepped away, and the ref called it.
There was a point where it looked like he was kind of saying something to you during one of those exchanges. Was there a verbal exchange? It looked
no.
like he was kind of saying something at one point.
No, I think he was like, Lord help me, or something like that. But no, he didn't say anything. You know, I wished him a good luck, and I told him, you know, I said, hey, you know, I hope you get that bonus too, man. I said, you put on a hell of a fight. You know, I said, you got a hell of a chin. And it was an honor fighting with you. I'm always respectful to my opponents afterwards, but at the same time, when I'm in there, I have to realize that those guys are trying to take food off my plate. You know what I mean? They're trying to take clothes off my children's back. Not necessarily, but in a sense, that's the mindset I want to have. You know what I mean? And afterwards, you know, I'll show you respect, and we'll go to the bar, have a beer, and we'll talk about it. You know. But while we're in there, it's fight time. It's game time. This is about providing for our families. It's about our livelihood. You know.
Congrats.
Thanks, man.